Hello everyone, Juggalozen back at it again, Schlubbing and loving it. Back with another installment of Schlub Unboxes. This time, we got the Wilds of Eldraine bundle, eh? Now with 8 set boosters, just like the last one, and the last one, and the last one. So, that's a neat looking spin down. And the spin downs for this set, they didn't have a chase one like they've been doing with the other, was it standard sets? Or with the other pre-release kits? They've been they just went right back to the pastel ones that they introduced with, was it Brothers War that introduced the pastel ones? I think it was Brothers War that introduced the pastel ones, which is a bunch of crap in my opinion. So they don't have a good looking regular spin down, so there's just a good looking oversized spin down. So enough yapping, let's crack them open. Alrighty, so here we go. Here we go. Watch me go. Alrighty, so what's in here? What sorcerer, young hero, royal, know your role. In the wilds, everyone has a part to play. Are you cut out for greatness? Monster, all tremble before you see wicked, cursed. Oh, those are the stupid the roll enchantments. Oh, okay. Okay. And then there is the new art for Ginger Brute. That's kind of cool. Alrighty, so here we go. Box. Just the regular art. Got the crystal planeswalker symbol there. And again with the art. And alright, so this one's a little lazy in the design. And then, oh, that's pretty. Oh, ooh, look at how the light hits that. That's pretty. And I think this is the first time they used this. Oh, no, dude. Okay, so this is the freaking pastel. This is the pastel colors. They're gonna throw it into these too. They're gonna make me stop collecting these if they're gonna get this lazy. Okay. So here we go. We got the paper packs here, and then one of these has a promo that is a card that I'm looking forward to in this set. It's like the Lich King's something, or Wicked Lich's something or other. Oh, I did not open this paper pack well at all. This is a different feeling paper. It's not waxy like the other ones they were using. That's interesting. So there we go. Lich Knight's Conquest, that's what it is. Sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, and/or tokens. Return that many creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's really good. And that's a crazy looking foil. Look at that. Look at that. I'll put you over here because you're actually something I would play. And then we got the foil lands over here. Yeah, that's pretty. The full art lands in this set are really nice looking. They remind me of some of the stuff from like they remind me of like the Shadowmoor lands. Like if Shadowmoor had full art lands, that would have been amazing. And we're supposed to be going back to that set, right? So here we go. The Wilds of Eldraine set boosters. I've seen some people crack these and get multiple rares. Let's crack them open. Okay, alright, so that's the Rowan art card. Oh, look at the land. Okay. Rush's Werefox, Curse of the Werefox, Red Hooking Genealogist, Make a Bloodline, Solitary Sanctuary. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Was it for 3? When you tap whenever you tap an untapped creature and opponent controls, roll +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Oh, that's really good. Bitter Chill, Tenacious Tome Seeker, High Fane Negotiator. Bargain Flying, if it was bargained, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3. Likeness Looter. This one is like it's like a flying version of Lazav the Multifarious almost. Draw a card, then discard a card. So it's a looter, it's a flying looter, which is nice. It's a fairy, which is nice. And then becomes a copy of a target creature in your graveyard with mana value X. Except it has flying and this ability. Activate only as a sorcery. That hurts this card. And Spreading Seas. The Merfolk enchantment. Enchanted land is an island. Draw a card. Then we got a foil into the Fey Court. Draw 3 cards. Create a blue fairy that can only block creatures with flying. It's 3 cards and a body for 5. That's not terrible. And Tolsmere Friend to Wolves. Dinner for Wolf. Bonus points if you know where that's from. Alrighty, so we're gonna do rare over here. Again over here. Okay, so rare over here. We'll do the showcase there. And then that is a list card. We'll do that there. Alright, okay, there we go. And the rest of this is in the pile. Alright, pack number 2. So I did end up getting 2 rares. So I can't really be mad about that. So that's the worm. So look how huge that is. That's amazing. It's amazing art. Foil one of these lands. Alrighty, so let's look at the uncommons, because uncommons is where the power starts. So Totentan Swarm Piper. Human Warlock Bard. What a mouthful that is. 2, 3. When it or another non-token creature I control dies, create a rat token that can't block, and target attacking rat you control gains death touch until end of turn. Kinda cool, kinda cool. Yep. Calicel Sword. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to any other target, then sacrifice it. So it's like Fling almost. And then enters the battlefield with +1 counter for each creature that died under your control this turn. That's interesting. Corvold and the Noble Thief. Create a treasure token for 2 of the chapters. That's kind of nice. And then exile the top 3 cards of target opponent's library. You may play those cards this turn. Agatha's Champion. Bargain, Trample. When it enters the battlefield, if it was bargain, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. It's 5 and you gotta sack something to get that? I don't know how good that is. Hey, got one of the man lands. Comes into play taps for black or white, and for 4 becomes a 1/4 white and black nightmare creature until end of turn. When it attacks, defender loses 2 and you gain 2. At least it doesn't have to deal damage for that effect. And then, ooh, lord, this card. Aggravated Assault. Look at that. Untap all creatures you control. If it's a main phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. Sweet daddy awesome sauce. Look at that. Look at that shit right there. So put it over here. And then, hold on. I'm gonna put that over there. And then, whoop. And we got a foil Johann's Stopgap. This will cost 2 less to cast if it's bargain. That's interesting. And then return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card. Ooh. And then on an adventure. Alrighty, okay. That Aggravated Assault's really nice. Really nice. I think that's my 2nd copy ever of that card. And we continue. Why am I not opening these up correctly? Terrible at opening up these packs. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got a signature of, look at that. Oh, that's crazy. What is this card? What is this card? Unnatural Growth. That's cool. I have to admit that's cool. Alright, so here we go. Island, swamp. What am I saying? What the hell am I saying? So where do we get the uncommons at? Where are the uncommons? Okay. Twisted Fealty. Gain control. Create a wicked roll attached to up to 1 target creature. Which is interesting, because it doesn't have to attach to the creature you gain control of, which I think would have been a more interesting card. Witch's Vanity. Destroy target creature an opponent controls with mana value 2 or less. For 2, that's actually not terrible. Create a food, and then create a wicked roll. There might be something to that. Cursed Courtier. Human Noble, lifelink. When Cursed Courtier enters the battlefield, create a cursed roll token attached to it. That's right, so 3/3 lifelink, but you have to get rid of that cursed roll to get the value from it. Alright, and ooh, Rankle's Prank. Choose 1 or more. Each player discards 2 cards. Each player loses 4 life, or each player sacrifices 2 creatures. This is a nuts freaking card. Because this would be, what is that? Is it a Barter in Blood? Is that the card? Because there's a 4 cost, each player sacrifices 2 creatures. But you can do the discard 2 and each player loses 4 life on top of that? That's nuts. Excuse me. Okay, so here we go. Hatching Plans. Hatching Plans I think is funny. Oh! So I was... so, let me put that rare here. So I was remarking to myself that Hatching Plans was a weird inclusion in this set. Because it's one of the hardest things to make work. Because you put this enchantment out there and then you have to destroy it. But Bargain is like sacrifice an enchantment. So this is stupid value with Bargain. Wow. That's interesting. And we got a Embreth Veteran. Sacrifice it to create a young hero role token. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. It's 1 for a 2/1, and then you can make the aura for somebody else. That's really good. Let me see, was it? Yeah, was it? Whenever this creature attacks, if its toughness is 3 or less with a +1/+1 counter on it, that's such a good roll. So, was it the foils have it? Needed to put this over here. And we got Fortifying Provisions. You just can trigger +0/+1, and then you create a food token. So that's another list card. So I think the foils I've been getting have been uncommons. Let me see here. Because I do appreciate that. I do appreciate when my foils... Well, no, that one was a common. And then you over here... No. That was my first uncommon foil. Okay. All right, here we go. And we continue. Okay. Alright, so... Ooh. Animu. So what is this? What is this card? This is a... Oh, Necropotence. Ooh. That one's gonna be a hot... Oof. There we go. Soul Guide Lantern with new art. That's fun. Spellscorn Coven. Fairy Warlock. Return target spell to its owner's hand, and when it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. So for 3 and 4, I think the rate is too much. I really do, man. Especially for the effects that it has, I think it's too much. Knight of Doves. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a bird. 1/3 for 3. If this guy fed you that, I think it'd be great. But since he needs other support. Cheeky House Mouse. Guess what's one to end a turn? It can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. Oh, that's interesting. Squeak by, and it's a 2/1. Like this is really nice. You either get a 2/1 for 1, or you get the 1 like like evasion. That's really good. Get over here. Devouring Sugar Maw. I like this card. 4-drop. 6/6 Menace Trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token. If you don't, you tap Sugar Maw. And for 1 and a white, you create a 1/1 white human creature token and a food token. For 2 mana, that's really good. That reminds me of like that red spell from Ikoria, where you get a human and a dinosaur for 2 mana. I think that's really good. And Raid Bombardment with it. Look at can you see the art better here? I pulled 2 foil of these in my sample packs. This was my foil in both sample packs. That upset me. And I'm not a fan of this art. It's just too childish for me for this game. When this game makes such cool looking shit. And this game can do silly fun things and still look cool. And that is... Throne of Eldraine. Throne of Eldraine enters the battlefield. Choose a color. Add 4 mana of the chosen color. Spend this mana only to cast monocolored spells of that color. Draw 2 cards. Spend only mana of the chosen color to activate this ability. Oh, no, this card. Oh, this is one of the commander cards, right? I don't believe this is a legendary artifact too. Shit. Only on monocolored spells. This is a great card. Oh, I like it. People are gonna say that that's too whatchamacallit. It's too specific. It's too limited is not the word I'm looking for. There's another freaking word. It's too narrow. It's too narrow. I think it's awesome. And then was it Booster Blitz? Booster Blitz. That's awesome. You gotta go in your own little category here. Use it because that's a commander card. Ooh, ooh. And that was a foil pull too on that. All right, here we go, and we continue. We have yet to get a mythic. That commander card's really nice. We have to get a. Ooh, oh, look at that. Look at that. And even this is like cartoony, but the coloration is so beautiful. Like this is the kind of blending that I like seeing from a who was it? A Boros and Gamora? Was it? I forget. It's been so long since I've seen their names. What is that? That just. Huh. Okay. All right. Whatever. Focus up. You get dirty. Okay. Here we go. Zoltan, Boros, and something Gamora. Picnic Ruiner. Distribute 3+1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control for 4. Okay, that's not bad. When it attacks, while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gains double strike until end of turn. Oh, that's not bad either. Huh. Ruby Daring Tracker. Little Robin. Was it a little Red Riding Hood there? 1/2 haste. When it attacks, while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Ruby gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and you could tap it as a mana dork. That's kind of cool. Witch Stalker Frenzy. One less it casts for each creature that attacked this turn, deals 5 damage to target creature. That's actually not bad either. Immodane, the Pyro Hammer. Was it people are talking about this card? Ooh, lord, this card. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control that targets only a single creature deals damage to that creature, she deals that much damage to each opponent. That seems interesting. That seems really interesting. And then we got Blind Obedience. Ooh, and is this the Animu? Animu! Blind Obedience with Extort, and stuff comes into play tapped. Yippers, that's a good hit. And we got a foil Kellen's Light Blades. And deals 3 damage to target attack and block your creature. This spell was bargain, destroy that creature instead. I mean, it works. And then we got another, was it a Winchester Draft? Whatever the hell that is. Over dares. Alrighty. Still have yet to get a mythic, and we continue. Focus, focus! Okay. I know I'm taking long with this one. Was it? I don't keep up with the cards in the sets anymore. So, right, so there's the Griffin thing. So a lot of this I'm learning. Look at her pretty! Oh! Okay, here we go. Whoops. Get. Oh. Alrighty. Twisted Sewer Witch. Enters the battlefield, create a rat that can't block. Then for each rat you control, create a wicked roll attached to that rat. So I kind of like the idea of these roll things, but I do not like the idea of singular effects making multiples of these. So then you have to be responsible to get all of those freaking rolls. Just, meh. Sounds like a lot. Tattered Ratter. Rat you control becomes blocked. It gets +2/+0. Oh, for 2? That's really good. And then another Totentans. And oh, Lord Skitter's Butcher. Rat Peasant. Let's see, choose one. Make a rat that can't block. Sacrifice another creature. If you do, scry 2, then draw a card. Wow. When it enters the battlefield. Okay. And then creatures you control gain menace until end of turn. Wow. On a 2/3. Huh. Alright. Oh, Lotus God! Woo! Virtue of Strength. For 1 green, return target creature or land from your graveyard to your hand. Stupid. If you tap a basic land for mana, it produces 3 times as much as that mana instead. I like this because it's only basic lands. All right, was it? We've had the triplers, we have the untappers, and like all the shit that does this now or prior to this, it didn't care about what lands. So you were having stupid shit like Nykthos, and even shit as you know, quote unquote boring as bounce lands. Was it, you know, providing you double and triple mana? And it's like, no, basic, only basic. And it's like, good, I enjoy that. Oh, ooh, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. That's good. That's good. That's good. And shoop. And we have a, what is this? Will you freaking, come on, focus up. Compulsion. Oh wow. This was a neat card. This was in, oh man, was it? Oh, was this? This is an old card. Because I think they did one of these in every color. Like discard a card, draw a card, and then sacrifice it to draw a card. Cool. And then a foil Return Triumphant. Target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a young hero token. That seems to me like it's fun too. And then we got this new food token. Alright, so let's go ahead. So put you here. Focus up you. And then my mythic. My mythic's gotta have top billing over there. Alrighty. Alrighty. And we continue. Last two packs. Last two packs. Oh wow, that was terrible. That was terrible. There we go. Okay. And oh, there's the fairy schmuck. I played that commander deck today. Was it one with it too? Was it's got some control-y stuff on there. And beautiful, beautiful first. Alrighty. Oh, Greta, Sweet Tooth Scourge. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token, sack a food to put a +1/+1 counter target creature, only as a sorcery, and you can sack a food to draw a card and lose 1 life. Was it converting food into card draw? That's great. That's cool. I like how she's got like a gummy worm. Gingerbread Hunter. Puny Snack. Target creature gets -2/-2 on a turn. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. 5/5 for 5 that makes a food. Like, I don't know about that one. I mean, it's more value, but how much more? 3 bowls of porridge. I like that one. Choose one that hasn't been chosen. As it deals 2 damage to target creature, tap target creature, and then eat it as a food. That's cool. And then, Discerning Financier. That was interesting. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than you, create a treasure. And then choose another player. That player gains control of target treasure you control, and then you draw a card. That's good. Another Thunder's Debut. I pulled one of these in the collector pack. Ula Discard. And Oversold Cemetery. That is crazy. Look at that art. Look at that. Focus. Look at that art. This is a cool card. At the beginning of your upkeep, you have 4 more creature cards in your graveyard. You may return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. I like that. I like it. And then a foil. Man, my foils have been kind of crud. Decided Knight. A lot of white. Betroth the Beast. Jesus. Create a royal roll. And then it's a 3/3. You are no monster to me, my love. Just alright, wizards. Alright, wizards. Okay. That's it. And oh hey. Kel's Fight Fixer from Jumpstart. Got another what was it? A list card. There you go. 3 list cards. Oversold Cemetery over here, and Thunder's Debut over there. Focus up, you dirty little. Alright. Last pack. Last pack. Here we go. Shoot. Alright. So that is, what is that? God, my phone does not want to focus today. There we go. Ooh, that's crazy art. Look at that. What card is this? Brave the Wilds. Foil Island. Okie doke. Red Tooth Vanguard. Trample. 3/1 for 2. Okay. Elf Warrior. Okay. Warrior 2, 3 with trample. You might go into my warrior deck. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 2. If you do, return red tooth Vanguard from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh. Interesting. Succumb to the cold. Tap 1 or 2 target creatures and opponent controls, put a stun counter on each of them. Okay, that's not bad. Ice Rot Sentry, 3-drop, 2/3 vigilance. When it attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, tap target creature and opponent controls. Whenever you tap that untapped creature and opponent controls, Ice Rot Sentry gets +2/+1 until end of turn. So it becomes a 4/4 if you're willing to pay 2. Charade of Numbing Depths. So this is the Merfolk. Enter the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls, and put a stun counter on it. When you tap 1 or more untapped creatures and opponent controls, draw a card. This way triggers only once each turn. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, you're gonna get a card just for playing it. And you stun something. Red Cap Gutter Dweller. Oh, people were talking about this. 3/3 Menace. You create 2 rats that can't block, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on this, and you exile the top card of your library, which you may play that turn. I mean, it's not bad. And then we have Nature's. Whoa, wait. Is this the one that untaps lands? Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, tap all lands that player controls and untap all lands you control. Whoa, hey! I got the combo. Whoa! And I have a foil Screen Puff, and then we got a Wicked Roll and a Cursed Roll. Okay, hold on. Because I was talking with Nick about this. Yeah, he was talking about it to me anyway. Was it Nick Short, Cliff Short? Good people, look him up. Why aren't you focusing? There we go. Okay. And he was talking about, here's the dream right here. Because it is possible to pull these, like in your pre-release or whatever. And now you have, are these actually connected art-wise? No. What? No, because you have to go, yeah. But you can, get this, and then you untap all your lands, and then you pay 5 on the new main phase, and then you attack again, and you untap all your lands. That's neat. In fact, this makes me want to do something with these 2 cards since I got them. I gotta find the right commander to do that. So, alright, there we go. So, that is what I pulled, everybody. And, I don't know what to think about this. Because it seems like these 5 pastel colors are the only thing Wizards wants to do now. And there's nothing making the... So, alright. So now there's a bigger question. So, I know this video's gone long, and probably everybody's left at this point. But, please allow me a rant if you all are gonna... Anybody who stays here. So, if I really think about it, all the old dice were just... they were just white coloration on a colored die, or black coloration on a white die. And that's all they were. And then Blizzard, and then Wizards started doing unique dice. So you would get something like new and exciting and fresh, a fresh take on these spin downs that weren't, that were flavorful to the sets from which they came. And now it seems like they're regressing back to the very bland cookie cutter approach. There's no color to the dice. All the regular dice are black, and then they use a set excuse me. They're using a stock set of colors to color in the numbers. So if you were looking for, a black die, then you're going to get the black die with the purple coloration. If you were looking for a red die, you would get the black die with the red coloration. And that's all that you had. And that just seems dull to me. And I guess they spoiled me a little bit. I'm gonna take a closer look at my collection and see for how many actually unique spin downs they put out. Because they went back to just normal basic spin downs. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I will show you what I'm talking about. Give me one. So these are the only things that are available. And they introduced this, I believe, in Brothers War, which was novel at the time because we hadn't seen anything like this. And the coloration is like really bright. Like this green one I think is beautiful. Like it's really vibrant. You see, it's also interesting, like where are the flecks on this black and purple one? There's some flecks there on the blue. There's some flecks there on the red. Plenty of visible ones on the white. Plenty of visible ones on the green. I don't really see it here. Which is really interesting. This is probably the one that's going to go into my display case. But yeah, this is all they do now. It's just this. I mean, and like I said, this was novel when they first introduced it. But then they did these 5 again in the next set. And then the next set. And then the next set. I'm tired of this. Was it give us something different? Don't just do the thing that you did last time because it's cheaper. Because I'm sure that's what it is. It's cheaper. Was it give us something a little different? Go back to the old days where the dice had color and the ink was not colored. Was it if you had a white one, it was black, and if you had a colored spin down, it was white? Was it go back to that because we haven't seen that in forever? Just there's nothing exciting about this. Just bleh. Well, okay, I had my rant. Thank you very much for joining me on this one, my friends. If you like my quirky content, focus. Okay, if you like my quirky content, like, comment, share, subscribe. Boost the Schlub's numbers. Thank you once again. Stay schlubby, my friends.